Okay. Hello. How we doing? Um, no, I wouldn't be too concerned. I don't know how he could have submitted EMD without signing, but I'll text my TC really quick. Let me just send them a text really quick. Lexi. Hey, I heard that Saeed for Gilcrest submitted earnest money but hasn't signed the assignment. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just following up. I don't know. Do we have an Ian here? Is there an Ian? Ian? Yes. So Ian, I mean every single day we do a wheel spin, guys. I spin my wheel, and when I spin my wheel, it lands on a multitude of different prizes, and one of the prizes is me trying to do a deal live with you. Um, so we'll go ahead and make that happen, and I just give away the deal to the person who wins. So Ian was the person who won on Friday, and he won deal of your choice plus email and phone call. And we're going to be doing that right now with him. So we're going to go ahead and find him a deal. Um, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, my phone's not plugged in. Huh, should be okay. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Fidel as well. At Fidel. Fidel doesn't seem to be here. Well, he can come up if he wants to come up. No, I'll text him. Okay. So, Ian, let's go ahead and get something done for you right now. I think probably the only deal that I can make happen in a single phone call is a cash deal. It's gonna be a more volatile deal. What I mean by that is it could potentially fall apart. But we're gonna see if if we can make a singular phone call and get a ball in motion for you. And for me, I think that we should try a cash deal there. And for those who are listening, yeah, I can make a cash deal happen in one phone call, but what happened last time, guys? What happened, what happened last time? Well, I got this house under contract. Uh, Actually, no, it wasn't that one. It was this guy right here. I got this thing under contract, and they just completely lied to me about the house. They said it was in good condition. It's not in good condition. It needs a new roof. It also doesn't have the tenants in place that they said they would have in place. And for that reason, cash deals can be a little bit more volatile. They can fall apart a little bit easier than a creative finance deal. But at the same time, I could probably make something happen on this live stream and see if we can get it done. So I know that Harry's looking to buy right now. And honestly, that's some of the lowest hanging fruit. So every month or so, I'm gonna I do a deal with Harry, and it's honestly immensely easy. So let's go to Cleveland and let me just like pick a deal for you really quick. And if you're just joining us, guys, what's happening right here is I had a guy on my live stream who won our wheel spin every single day. I spun my wheel and it landed on deal of your choice plus email and phone call, which means that I'm going to try my absolute hardest to find a deal, make it happen. And then I'm going to partner on the deal with the person I gave it away to. So, um, honestly, man, with those comps, I always prepare for the worst, but I don't know. What the appraiser said, they were like, "Yeah, if the furnace is not in the property, we're gonna, lower the value of the appraisal." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, the biggest part here is what is the rent? What is my down payment? What is my monthly payment? Because you're holding on to the property. So even if the property doesn't appraise where we want it to, which I mean, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Smaller properties selling for 30, $40,000 more than this one. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that it will appraise for where we need it to be. Yeah, honestly, as an appraiser, I do see that the neighbor's house, which is smaller, sold for 170, and the other neighbor's house, which is also smaller, sold for 180, but I think this might be worth 130. No way, no way, no way. They'd have to be slow to say that. Okay. I'm getting my house appraised for fix and flip, and the appraiser's like, "Well, if the furnace is not in the property, we're gonna have to discount that from the value of the appraisal." And I'm like, "Dude, if I put my furnace in the property, they're gonna steal the furnace. Why would I put the furnace in? It's going in at the day of closing." And, I don't know if they're gonna work with me, but the facts remain true. The neighbor's house is sold for 170 and 180, both of which are smaller, less beds and baths, and we're at 149. So, hopefully it comes in where I want it to come in. Okay, let's get this kid a deal. Ian, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna find something for you right now. We're gonna put in $70,000 max price filter, and then we're gonna price these things high to low. And let's just see what's been here. So this guy's been here for uh, 26 days. Interior condition appears to be honestly not that bad. Cool. Yeah, really not that bad. Okay, cool. So I like this. Let's see where it is in Cleveland. Oh, it's on the west side. Okay. It's on the west side of Cleveland. It's a duplex. It looks to be mostly renovated, so I know it's in a good part of Cleveland. 5 beds, 2 baths, 1,700 square feet. Lots and lots of interest here. I'm only making one call for him. I'm not going to call on that. I think that's going to be a competitive property. I feel like a lot of people will have called on that. So let's just keep looking. And honestly, I do want that boundary that I had just a second ago. Yeah, there we go. All right, what can we find here? So I already called this guy. This is a deal that I'm working on right now. We've already had this thing walked. I'll call this guy at some point, but I'm already working on that one. What else do we have here? We got a foreclosure right there. We got this guy, price cut of $15,000 on 225. Attention investors, rare chance to own only 70,000 for 2 units, and they did a massive price drop. Ooh. I mean, yeah, we could definitely do something like this. I don't know where all the houses in Cleveland went. We probably wholesaled them. There's literally, like, nothing for sale here. It's being picked dry. $80,000. So I increased the max price point just a little bit. And then that's kind of a turnkey house, isn't it? Well, yeah, just about. Let's see what it says. Drastic price drop, selling immediately, sold as is, repairs needed, no seller credits. Okay. Cash or hard money loan, seller will not wait, selling immediate. Okay, seller will not wait 40 days ago. So that seems to be positive right there. Let's check this person's debt and see where we could offer on this thing. They're all the way up here. I'm nervous about that area, but honestly, it should be okay. Harry's a lot less picky. So I'm going to look it up on PropStream. I want to understand what they owe on it first and foremost. No debt on the property. That makes sense. Um, they said repairs needed, but it looks quite light. It looks like not really a lot of repairs needed. Let's figure out our after repair value. I hope it's like 140, 150. That would be really nice to see. Let's figure out the ARV. I'm going to reset all of my filters. All the listings around it will pop up, and we will draw around this very small area. We can go wider than this if we need to. I'm just gonna start here. Clicking apply, and then we go, well, I wanna know what it is. It's a 4.2, 2,000 square foot. 4.2, 2,000 square foot up down duplex. Okay, well, that's a bad sign. Let's put in a 12-month filter. 12-month filter. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen right now, man. You can see my screen share. It's just shared on Zillow, or I'm sorry, on Discord. Price high to low. Okay. Well, look at this. Interesting. Okay. You get a 5.3, 155. You got this guy for 140, but it's huge. You got this guy for 139. Nice. Yeah, seems like this thing sold 5 days ago and it's the neighbor's house, 139. Nice. Let's figure out this guy's square footage. It'll kind of let us know where we're going to be. 5-day-old comp neighbor's house, 2,100 square feet. So Harry would say, well, no, I don't think 139 is reasonable. I think it's more than that because you got tiny, tiny, tiny duplex. Oh, well, that's a single family. Hold on. We need a filter for just multifamily. Hold on. Okay. Now, maybe they're lying about their square footage too. I'd love to find out that they're lying about their square footage. No, I mean, it does say that that's their square footage. Okay, I guess we can't use that. It just has too many more square footage feet than us. And then you have these guys right here, which we're much bigger than. I mean, I think 140 all day long. And the reason I think 140 is because this guy right here sold for 155. What's his square footage? This guy sold 155. He's got, yeah, 2,000 square feet. 5-3 duplex. Duplex, right? Yeah, 5-3 duplex, 155. Okay, we'll grab the price per square foot of these comps. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Okay, so they're 2,084 square feet and it sold for 155. So 155,000 divided by 2084, $74 per square foot. And then we've got another one right here, which I hate to use this comp because the square footage is so much less, but I guess we'll use it. 94 per square foot. And then we also have maybe one more, not you, but I guess we'd use this guy, but that's not even renovated, man. Hmm. I'm gonna say 145. I don't we don't really need to calculate this, guys. If I average this, it's gonna be way above 145. Watch this. Divide by 2. So equals, and then divide by 2. It's gonna put us there. And then if I multiply by our square footage, which is 2,032, it's gonna be way above that. Yeah, see, it puts us at 171. So I'm gonna go 145, guys. I think that's pretty justified. I think that's pretty reasonable. Is this guy renovated? Nah. Okay. Yeah, I'll go 145. Understanding that it's 145, let's call and figure out what's wrong with the property. So I'm gonna call this guy and figure out what's going on. Now, the realtor's main job is to not pick up the phone, but we will try to get them to pick up the phone. It would be kind of a fluke if they did, wouldn't it? Hi, I'd like to buy your property.
Hello. Thank you for calling Chosen Realty. If you are a buyer and want to be connected to
Okay, so that's not who I'm trying to call. Remember, I want to talk to the realtor, not the brokerage. So if you ever hear that, just look up the realtor's name and then see if we can get a cell phone number for him. Bro's like, there's my office phone. Okay, but what about your cell phone? Oh, okay. PropStream comes in handy here. Oh, that's his name. Okay, let's look up the address. Coit Road. And we got a name for you. Name is going to be, or I'm sorry, phone number. Agent primary phone, agent office phone. The office phone is the same as the primary phone. Maybe the office would merge me? Office office cellular. Oh, look at that. There's something. There's something. Okay. So here's another phone number. All right, here's one. I see the repairs now.
Hi, this is Nick. I can't answer my phone right now. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Thank you.
No, you won't. No, you won't. But this is the deal that we're going to be doing with Ian. So, Ian, can I get your phone number? I'm going to put you in the chat. This is the deal we're going to work on, okay?
Yeah, you want me to just DM it to you?
Yeah. Go ahead and DM it to me. Yusuf said, that's not the realtor. Well, I called the guy and he said, hey, this is Nick. Why do you think he said, hey, this is Nick? This is a novation deal listed on market. Nick is not the listing agent. If you call the number on the listing, it will direct you to the wholesaler who listed it. Yusuf, I called the number that was on the listing and it directed me to a brokerage. I mean, maybe it's a novation. It could be a novation. Chosen Real Estate Group, Akron Cleveland Association. And then if I look up the guy, Chosen Realty, this guy looks like a realtor, man. Look at this guy. 9 years of experience? That's a novation guy? Let's look him up. Let's look him up. Maybe he says that he's a novation guy. I'm gonna find out. His name is Nicholas. See his Instagram. Nicholas Huss. Are you on Instagram? Husscroft? Accounts. I don't know. I can't find him. I don't know. It to me it seems like this guy's a real realtor. He's a seller's agent, Ohio flat fee ML. Oh, flat fee MLS. He does flat fee MLS in multiple places. Maybe he is. Well, we'll see. I talked to him. Okay. Nate talked to him. Nate gave me a phone number to call. Used them to novate a deal, and the call was forwarded to me. I was handling it. I'm just letting you know it's the guy I used to know. Okay. No, just the shootings, Yusuf. Just the shootings are a problem. Well, somebody else gave me a different phone number. I don't know who's I don't know where that I don't wanna call that number. I don't know who that is. I don't like that. But I am gonna text the guy. I am gonna text the guy because I found his phone number. Let's see if it's blue. Is it blue? Is this his cell? Yeah, it's blue. We can still get it done. I just don't know which phone number I'm calling right there. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Nick, I just flipped a house in Cleveland not far from your listing on." And I think 60 is the price to get this for. Okay, Ian. So you're gonna follow up with him, but 60 is the price to get this for. I saw you guys. I saw in your description that the house needs some work. Is it just the exterior? I can see some damage on the is it fascia? I'd love to get my contractor in to walk it. All right. And then that's you're in that group chat, man, and I'm happy to keep calling this guy to see if I can get a hold of him. I'm gonna hit him with a $60,000 offer on this. I think Harry would have no problem picking this up at 65,000.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, you want me to hit him with the 60K when he responds, right?
Yeah, but honestly, if you just come to my live stream tomorrow and be like, "Hey, can we call that guy?" I'll call him again and I'll see if I can get him on the phone. But honestly, what I can do is I can get Harry's contractor into the property, walk it, and then we can have justification for 60. So you might want to wait. Just let me know when he responds, okay?
Okay, bet. I'll just text you in this chat on the Discord.
Yeah, on the live stream. My DMs are kind of hard for me to get back to.
Yeah, got you. All right, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Talk soon. And then guys, I'll do a follow-up or two, and then I'll tell you about what I have in closing because I have a shit ton of deals in closing right now, guys. It's kind of amazing. Um, we were trying to get in contact with remember that difficult agent who went viral on my Instagram? He has 1,000,000 views on Instagram and TikTok right now. He was the guy who wouldn't tell me about the condition of the house. We're gonna be calling him back. He's a lovely gem of a man, such a nice individual. And then I also had a Cleveland deal right here where the agent responded initially, good conversation initially, and then he went ghost. Well, that's not the house, is it? That's not the house, is it? Okay. I think it's this house. Yeah. Now, I just need this guy to pick up his phone. If he picks up his phone, we can come to a deal. Since I've already walked it, I don't even need an inspection period. Please, please, just pick up the phone. Marco, it's 8 hours of live classes per day. 8 hours of live streams per day. Ah, man. Maybe the brokerage can help.
Your call has been forwarded to an audit.
I'm going to try the brokerage, actually. So, Parkview Realty Group. Parkview Realty Group. Cleveland. Oh, no. They're closed. Oh, why are y'all so hard to reach? One more try. Because we already have this deal locked in, guys. I just need them to get back to me. Yeah, man, we do Q&A. I demonstrate the process every day, and we do Q&A. I'll put it this way. Anson was 13 when he closed a $48,000 deal. I'm serious, 13 years old. Like a 13-year-old closed a deal. So if a 13-year-old can figure it out, can you figure it out? You have to let me know. Hey, we walked the I'll just say closing is subject to the Okay. I'm just gonna text him really quickly, and then we'll do a couple more follow-ups, and then maybe we can do some demonstrations. No inspection period. I'm your buyer for your listing on East 130th. Please check your phone. I'm your buyer for your listing on East 130th. I can submit non-refundable EMD. And hopefully he gets back to me because he didn't get back to the last one. I'm going to call my lender for my closing in Detroit. Yeah, guys, you can do this from anywhere. Totally, you can do this from anywhere. Canadian wholesalers all over Hold My Hand Wholesale. Okay, no response there. And then what was that flip that we had inspected? You guys remember the flip we had inspected? Not you. No, maybe it was this one. I think it was this one. Oh, here's my lender. Hey.
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries. How does this appraisal process works? Because the lender was, or I'm sorry, not the lender. The appraiser was saying that they need the mechanicals in there, but can we just have it put in at the day of closing?
No, so appraisals to end buyers are always going to be subject to completion. So the appraisers don't want to go out there, see that there's no hot water tank and furnace, and then have to go back out there and like charge for like a reinspection to make sure that they're in, and then close. So so he said, hey, the guy told me that the mechanicals weren't in, so I didn't want to go out there and then charge everyone an inspection fee to go back out once they're in.
I mean, can I send him a picture of them? Like we own them.
Right. Can they be installed?
They were stolen out of the property.
Because
I lost $7,000.
So ridiculous.
So it's like, hey, we really need you to put those in the property. Okay, great, I'll put them in the property. Hey, sorry, bad news, man. They got stolen. And then it's like, where are my furnaces? And I'm like, well, man, I guess I tried to tell you guys this, but I understand that taking a photo and sending it to the appraiser is like not enough somehow.
Hold on 1 second. Give me one, because I already know one of the answers, but hey, can we submit? Will they even look at? Will they get to just prior to clear to close without an appraisal or no?
Yeah, that was appraisal.
I know, but will they at least underwrite and do all that stuff? Title work?
That's fine.
Oh, we already have title work back.
Underwrite stuff. I mean, worst case, we get it out there and he's closed it subject to, but then we're gonna have the guy go back out there once it's installed.
Yeah.
I mean, as installed.
How fast from reinspection to clear to close could there be? A day or two?
Of the reinspection,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's left. 2 days.
2 days.
That's all that's left is the final.
So then, I mean, I guess and sorry, my processor's right here. I guess we could have the appraisal done subject to those being in, and then get the underwriting started. And I mean, apparently the title work's already back, so we can get as close to closing as possible. And once the reinspection, or I'll call we can. Is there any? Is there any way of talking to the appraiser at all about getting pictures of it installed, or?
He has to go back out there. If it's not installed, the inspection.
I know, but he won't take pictures
We'll take it.
or accept pictures.
No, he has to do it himself.
All right. I mean, I'll have to find that out, Richard, but probably not. I mean, I'm sure just to be safe, I mean, they can just do the appraisal and have it say subject to those being in there. And then just prior to close, we can get them to go back out and re-inspect it. And it might take like a day or two.
Yeah, no, that should be fine. I'd hate to buy the furnaces twice.
No, I know. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah, that was just a joke. Install them and then take them right back out.
Well, I more so mean like they're brand new in the box. I have them. We could even like open the box and send the video, but I understand if that's not going to work.
Well, and I can't really have that much. I can't have contact
So
with the
if
appraiser.
here's the thing though.
If it's just a re-inspection, then yeah, let's just have them do the appraisal. Let's just have them do the appraisal, mark it subject to those being in there, and then we can get as close to closing as possible and just have him go right back out there and have them installed right before closing. But it just can't be at closing, because no lender's going to close without the appraiser marking it completed.
Yeah. So it's not that it would just come in at a lower figure without those installed. It's like we can't close without it installed.
That's right.
Interesting. Okay. And then the other,
It's the banks. I mean, they will not close unless the appraiser flat out says, all right, this is completed.
Okay, I get it. That's okay. So we'll send them out twice. I'll pay for any.
Well, okay, I think that would be better than having them installed, say, tomorrow, and then just twiddling our thumbs for 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Or not 3 weeks, I just made that up, but I'm just saying, like, twiddling our thumbs until closing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's everything in the house will be done on Wednesday. Like we re-sided and re-roofed it. That'll all be done Wednesday. And then we'll have them inspect without those in, and then resend them out when we do have them in a day before closing.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I just said that randomly. I don't mean 3 weeks. I just meant like. I totally understand. Like every couple days matters.
Yeah.
As insurance that they're not gone.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we will send them out twice, is what you're saying? That's okay.
I think that's probably the best course of action to make sure that they're not stolen.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's perfect.
I mean,
And then as far as the appraisal goes, I guess I've never done this before. This is the first time for me. So what does that look like? Because the neighbors' houses, and I think I even sent them to you, sold for 170 and 180, both of which have less bedrooms and square footage in the property. And I guess I'm under contract with this guy at 149. So how does that process work?
I mean, we hope he uses them as comps, right? I mean, typically I've been seeing a lot of appraisals with more than 3 comps, but I mean, he's not gonna use, say, I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, but it's not like he's gonna use trap houses as comps, right? I mean, he's gonna use ones that have been updated. I think, I know you said that you think it might be upwards of 175. So I do think there is quite a spread there. If we do have $35,000 worth of spread there from what you're, or 25 or 30, right? From what you're selling the house for what the comps are, like versus what the comps are. I don't think we have anything to worry about, but hopefully he does use those comparables.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I've just never been through the process before, so I'm a little bit nervous about it.
I know, and it's even on like the residential regular ones through Rocket that I do, it's like a lot of them are just put it in a process, wait and see. I mean, typically they come out, but I know it's a good thing that you're not paying for the appraisals, but it's always a little bit of a bless and release, have some faith and wait to see what they come in at. I don't really know what else to tell you to make you feel better.
No, it just is what it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think he can use those comps because appraisal rules dictate that they're built within 20 years, and one of them's 1940, and this one is mine's 1922, and that one's like 1940 something. So I think that appraisal rules are such that they have to be within 10 or 15 years of each other, and then the other comps are unrenovated, selling for 125. But in a market like this, you don't have a difference between a 1920 and a 1940. And actually, the only difference would be 1920 would be more desirable because of the attention to detail put into it. But we'll see what he says. Hopefully it doesn't go poorly. I've just had a string of so many bad events happen.
Oh, I know. Here, real quick, I have a appraisal underwriter next to me. Is there a rule about age gaps between comps being 20 years or no? You ever seen that? Yeah. No?
They can use, I mean, if they're in
1900 and 1940?
similar to should. I mean, they try to find them like say comps, but that's much less than they're gonna pick closer. Most recent sales.
Yeah, closest to most recent sales years. I don't typically, she doesn't see those.
Oh, really? Well, that would be so amazing if the appraisal came back good. That would be great. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, my wife works for a pretty large commercial lender, so she's looking at ARVs and appraisals all day long. So.
Okay. Well, perfect. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much, Dan.
All right, you got it, man.
Bye-bye. People are asking me what the sludge I'm drinking is. It's fiber. It's like it coagulates because it's fiber. But I was told to get in more fiber on my Instagram, so I'm doing that. I think it's a good idea. Quit playing with your creeper stash. I can't. Chat, what do you think? Shave? Do I shave it off or do I keep it? You have to let me know, because my entire life prior to the last year, I lived without a year and a half. I'll say I lived without the mustache. Do I get rid of it or do I keep it? Let me know in the chat. I can't say her name, but she says shave it off. Shave it or stop playing with it. Well, maybe tomorrow we get rid of it. It's got to go. So chat says it's got to go. So I get rid of it right after this live stream. I only have like 3 votes in the chat. 3 out of 85 people have voted. Keep it. Shave it on the live. Shave it for Easter. Don't listen to Instagram. Unfollowing if you shave it. I can show you what it looked like prior to this. I mean, I can just drop it in the chat. I mean, there's so many photos. I just need to go back like a year. It looked like there's one photo, but kind of even more recent photo. There we go. Okay, do I go back to this? This was before. Focus. That was before. That was no mustache. What do you think, Instagram? You look like I look like I'm 15? Well. Okay, I've got a couple more follow-up calls, guys. We're getting distracted. I got a couple more follow-up. It's like 50-50. Half wants me to keep it, half wants me to. What do I want? I want to keep it. I like it. I think it's nice. I also don't like the irritation I get from having to shave every single day. It's annoying. Okay, last call was Griggs. Our last call was Griggs. I walked the property. We're ready to go. Is the agent going to pick up the phone? That's a good question. That's a great question. Offer review in progress, 10 offers in hand. If the internet sent your okay. This guy literally can't. Right. Okay, he says offer review in progress, 10 offers in hand. If the internet sent your here, know his offer was dead last. Huh? If the internet sent your here, know his offer was dead last? Maybe he's talking about the 1,000,000 views I got him. He might be talking about the 1,000,000 views I got him. So maybe I don't call. Maybe I don't call. Maybe we find another one. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find another one live, guys. Okay. So, well, follow up Friday, March 11th. Oh, it's Friday, March 11th is not Friday. Waiting on refi. Follow up with student. Maybe we just pull one from scratch. I could attempt to pull one from scratch. Mortgage takeover, seller finance, cash deal. Maybe we try all of them from scratch. Maybe that's a good thing to do today before we do questions. Okay, cool. So I'll just try to do all deals from scratch. Let me put. I'm gonna share my screen. We'll do all from scratch. Everyone, I'm trying to get one of each deal we do live. One seller finance, one mortgage takeover, one cash. I'll try to do that live really quick. Let's see if we can make something happen. So I guess we'll start with cash. Cash is a nice, easy warm-up. Flipping a single family. We could flip a single family. I also kind of need to plug in my computer. If you could part with 10K, it would change my life. Cole, come on, man. You're 33 and you're asking me for $10,000, bro? You need to do better, Cole. You need to do better. That's not how we make money. We lock in, Cole. We lock in. We don't ask people for $10,000. That's not how this works. I gotta plug in my phone. Hold on, guys. There we go. That's not how this works. You provide value. You learn a skill. You learn a skill. If I give you $10,000, you'll squander it. You'll squander it. Rather, you need to learn. You need to learn. Okay, cash deal. Really quick cash deal. Solid brick duplex, but it's listed as a single family. Wow, this thing is totally cooked. Yikes. That's going to need a lot of work, man. A lot of work. 13 days on Zillow. Okay, what do the comps look like? There are shootings here. Is this violent? Got 2 cash deals in Detroit ready to go. We'll look at cash deals. I'm going to be really quick. Spot crime. Let me see what kind of violence we have in the area. No shootings. Nice. Good looks. And zooming in, I'm going to comp. So I'm speed running 3 deals right now, guys. I'm going to speed run 3 deals. See if we can make something happen. Let's draw around here. This is going to demonstrate exactly what you guys should be doing to make money. I'm also sharing my screen live. Let's do home type, multifamily, and see what we can find here. Price high to low. Wow. Great comps. Multifamily, 145. Multifamily, 200,000. Multifamily, 129. Multifamily, 125. Well, that's great. Those are nice comps. Let's make it a little larger. I do want to see a little bit more. Price high to low. This guy's not a multi. Oh my God, that's a duplex? Duplex for 200. Duplex for 200. Wow. Everything is a duplex. That's so strange. Duplex 145. Duplex 140. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a 140 all day long. The comps are stunning here. Okay, maybe I would be willing to take on a job like that. There's just so many great comps. So many great comps. Now, where'd the house go? It's listed as a single family, so it's kind of an undercover listing. Nobody really knew about this thing. 4 beds, 2 baths, 2,100 square feet. Let's try to understand what kind of rehab it needs. Okay. I'm gonna look at the street view first. I want to understand what type of neighborhood we're in. Really decent looking neighborhood. That looks nice. Is this the house? No. But look, a construction project happening right across the road. Or is that the house? No, it's not the house. We've got the round door and the big window. Look for the round door and the big window. Is this the house? No. Where's the house? I can't find the subject property on Google. Round door, big window. It must be this one. Do we have stones out front and a tree? I can't tell. It snowed. Neighbor's house? I don't know. I can't find it. It's not this. Oh, wait. I think it is this one. I think it's this one. See the round under there and the big window? I'm pretty sure it's that one. Do we have a fence? No. Oh, man, I can't tell which house it is. Okay, I've got a call. Okay, so this is me trying to pull a cash deal, guys. I'm a big fan of the comps here. Some of the best comps I've seen in Detroit. I don't love the rehab though.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
Here at Professional Realtors, we will go ahead and professionally decline all calls for interested buyers. Now give us money. Okay, but what if you picked up the phone? What if you instead of decline the call, what if you picked it up? What if? Hypothetically.
Your call has been forwarded.
Ay. I'm trying to buy your listing on 5282 Lakeview. 5282 Lakeview Street, Detroit. Can I send in my contractor? Oh, y'all are so bad at your job. You're so bad at your job. Abdul dash listing agent for 5282 Lakeview. 5282 Lakeview. Well, this would be an awesome cash deal, guys. This would be an awesome cash deal. I would be interested in buying this myself. I think the rehab is going to be about $45,000, maybe 50,000. Probably not so much on the exterior. Actually, yeah, probably new roof. Siding is not a thing; it's brick. New fascia. Yeah, that needs to be worked on. Probably some new windows. Interior needs at least 35,000, maybe more. But even if I had to put 50 into it, I mean, guys, proof of funds, and you'll have to schedule a time after that so I can meet. Oh, he responded to me. Okay, cool. So he can text, he just can't call. I'll say, I'll get it to you now. I'm gonna say, can you call? And okay, so he needs proof of funds for me to walk it. Let me get that for him. Oh, it's gonna send the text. It's gonna make me do the text. Hold on just a sec, guys. Send. So if I were wholesaling this, guys, I'd get it under contract at like 30K, maybe 25K. I would probably do 30 or 25. Okay, I'm going to say proof of funds from today's date, proof of funds, date, top right screen. Okay, so we got that in motion. That's going to be my cash deal, guys. That's the cash deal I'm looking at. You guys know why I'm interested, right? You guys can see why I'm interested. If I can get something like this at $30,000 and the rehab is $40,000 or $50,000, I should be able to sell this thing all day long for like $145,000, $150,000. And I mean, that would be great, right? 30 to 150. Woo, 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 woo. I mean, let's just run the numbers on that, guys. So if you're thinking about flipping, oh, cool, nice frozen. Yeah, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Hold on. But if you're thinking about flipping a house, guys, what you should know is that we have a private money lender in the Discord. If you look up private money, he will fund your rehab. He will fund your purchase price. He will fund the closing costs. You literally just need to put 5% of purchase price down. Don't worry, Vlad. We'll do questions in just a sec. I'm doing a demonstration right now. We're trying to do one of each deal. So this is the deal that I've identified. Why do I like it so much? The plethora of comps. You have so many comps. It's unbelievable. Please don't steal my deal, guys. I want to buy this for myself. Okay. I like how that guy on the other one was like, if you're coming from the internet, know his offer was dead last. Bro, I offered 72. Your house is listed at 90. Did I hurt your feelings for you being a bad agent? Okay. I'm asking the agent for the lockbox on this. I'm currently texting with the agent. He's going to get me the lockbox code. It's open. Got it. House is open. Okay. I'm going to have my contractor walk something. So I'm going to send my contractor here. We're going to walk this property. Hey man, I got another one I want to walk. There's no lockbox. It's open. Can I go ahead and send you to another property?
Was it east or west?
I don't know.
I don't know why I asked you that. I cannot from out there. I'm sorry.
I think it says Chandler, Fox Creek, Chandler Park.
Just yeah, just send me the address.
Okay.
How soon do you need it watched?
Yeah, no urgency.
Because I'm gonna be over there on Tacoma tomorrow. It's hot, so we trying to go ahead and wrap this up before it starts. It's supposed to snow again.
It's weird.
But
You
it's
guys
so
are almost
crazy.
70 degrees there.
Yeah, and it's supposed to snow at the end of the week. When we started siding, it was snowing. And a week later, you see, like you said, it's almost 70. This weather is crazy down here. So we gotta get it while we can.
Okay. Well, I just sent you the address. Side door is open.
That means probably boarded up.
Yeah, that's right. It is boarded up. This is going to be on the higher end of rehabs. Probably like, I think it'll be like 50. I think it's going to need some work, or not some work, a lot of work. But it's got brick exterior, and the reason I'm interested in it is because there are a plethora of comps, like a ton of comps.
Yeah, that's a good area. Yeah, that's 13 minutes from my house. So yeah, I could probably walk. I can walk at any time.
Yeah, it's open right now, actually, but no pressure.
I'll probably walk it in the morning before we get started.
Great, man. Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Some videos. I talked to the guy.
We figured it out. I just talked to the lender.
Okay. All right.
But we're essentially, what's going to happen is we're going to have the guy go out 2 times. First time for like just walking through the property, and then second time the day before closing when we put the furnace and water heater in.
Yeah, that's what he told me. All right, that'll work.
Yeah. All right. Talk soon, man. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. Well, that's my cash deal. Why do I like my cash deal? Y'all understand, right? It looks like if I pour some money into this thing, I'm gonna make 50 racks. That's it. That's the only thing that's going on here. It looks like if I pour some money into this thing, I'm gonna make $50,000. Seems quite straightforward to me. The next deal will be less straightforward. That's gonna be a seller finance deal, and we'll do that right after I take a bathroom break. We'll be right back. I don't know why people call me Tyler. This says I always get texts that say, "Hey, is this Tyler? Is this Tyler?" Like, not only do I not have the name Tyler, but that would be my last name. Not my first name. I've never called somebody by their last name. Hold on, be right back. All right. I just heard the toilet flush. That is how it goes. That is how it goes. That is how it goes, guys. Okay. What were we doing? We finished our cash deal. Let's pull a seller finance deal, guys. Your zipper. These pants don't have a zipper. They don't have a zipper. It's Acme Studios. They don't put zippers on their pants. Come on. Can't get me. Anyways. Okay, if I wanted to do a seller finance deal and I wanted to rip a seller finance deal on one call, or at least get the ball moving, I would probably go somewhere that's just like, where is that? Why are you over here? But not in the middle of nowhere. So I might find a major city, and then I might go outside of that major city. So perhaps I would go to like Minneapolis. Maybe I'd go to Minneapolis. I like Minneapolis because I own in Minneapolis. And then rather than doing it in Minneapolis, I leave Minneapolis and I go somewhere else. Am I sharing my screen? Yes. Okay, so maybe like, like Bayport? Like what the hell is Bayport? Bayport in between. Okay, yeah, I don't know what this is, but we're gonna go from from houses to multifamily, and you've got this weird little multifamily right over here, and then this is the type of shit that we would get on seller finance terms. Yeah, that's the type of thing we'd sell or finance, guys. Now I just want to see. They've been there for 48 days. They did a price cut, 10K, and it's not rural, but it's like, what is Bayport? Not Bayport, small town. Yeah, Bayport is a small town, but that's the point. That's the point. It's not rural. It's not rural. Like I can see that it's outside of St. Paul. So that's good. They have they've got a mortgage on the property, and it's that's fine that they have a mortgage, but I need to make the monthly and no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why? You guys know why I don't like that? Do you guys know why I don't like that? Because we're gonna make the monthly payments, right? This is probably a duplex. I bet it's bringing in 3K per month, and if we're gonna make the monthly payments and they already have monthly payments of 1,500, how much can I pay them? $500? Not very much money, guys. A very small amount of money. So just because I feel like no, 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 no. One of you guys can call on this. I just don't. I don't like that one. What's over here? Okay, this thing's been here for 108 days. It's a multifamily. The interior is nice looking. Kind of nice looking. Yeah, okay. Um, let's just see the mortgage really quick. Looks like a duplex. What do you owe on this? It's in Wisconsin. Oh, ooh, you have a mortgage on it. No mortgage. What's this thing? Multifamily, kind of ugly. The exterior looks ugly as hell, dog. It's been there for 24 days. They're asking 500K. Exceptional opportunity to own a rare duplex. Rare duplex, my ass, dude. But what's your mortgage? I'm looking for somebody who I can make nice monthly payments to in the absence of a loan, and this guy has no loan on it. All right, cool. It's owned by two people, not an LLC. Probably their house hack, and then they probably decided, I don't really want a house hack anymore. Especially not on this thing. Very interesting. Very interesting property. I don't know why it looks like this. What advice do you have for someone outside of this business looking to make some money? I would just keep showing up to these live streams. Just keep showing up. You'll see me get deals under contract on a weekly basis. Last week we got multiple under contract. It was really exciting. I like this one. This will be the one I'm going to call on. So what could this thing be renting out for? That's a great question, and I have no idea. We're going to call. Here we go. Seller finance call right here. Realtors do as realtors do.
you've reached Bethany Nelson with the Bethany Nelson Real Estate Group. I'm sorry I missed your call. It is the
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I just heard back from my other agent. He's the owner of that property that we're going to be walking tomorrow. I think it's this one right here, the cash deal. Yeah, $50,000 cash deal. Pick it up at 30. And let's just write this down as Chris walking property tomorrow. And man, I really wanted to get a hold of an agent for a seller finance call, but I just can't seem to get them to pick up the phone today. They did a price cut, so I know that they're motivated. Realtor's not going to understand what makes this thing sell. Agent dash the address. And okay. Hey, I own multifamily in Minneapolis. Four units in Minneapolis / St. Paul. I'm looking to pick up another. I'm looking to pick up your listing on Iris Street, but my lender had some questions I couldn't answer. Are you free this week? Dash Richard Taylor. And then we just hope that she responds, and maybe she will, maybe she won't, and that's how the business goes. You just reach out, and maybe somebody responds, maybe they don't respond. But this is just initiating the conversation, like, hey, we had some questions, can we chat? And I always put it in the system, even when they don't respond. Texted to talk on phone. Okay. Because I'm going to hit her with my checkmate pitch. I don't think this thing cash flows. I think the mortgage is going to exceed what the property rents out for. The mortgage on this property would be $500,000, $100,000 down, 7% interest. It would cost this much plus taxes and insurance. So if this duplex is bringing in $1,500 per side, it's going to negatively cash flow, meaning that it literally cannot sell because it just is a losing investment. Like you're paying more than you bring in each month. And I want to have that discovery with her on the phone. Did you start with capital? If so, how much did you start with? Did you have a lender at the beginning? So I was $45,000 in debt when I started. I had about $1,000 to my name, liquid, and $45,000 of debt. Lender, no. I wholesale houses. You don't need a lender for wholesaling houses. Wholesaling is fully free. So you are the deal finder, and I don't know. People don't know what they're swiping past. People see this and they're like, "Oh, I need money to get started in real estate," not knowing that 12-year-olds are completing deals. Um, and even a statement like that, they hear me say it and they're like, "Oh, I mean, that's that's just like marketing. That's not really." But that actually happened. I wish y'all knew what you're stumbling into on a daily basis. Okay, here's another multifamily, but we said we were I'm gonna do questions today, so I don't want to take too much time doing this. So I'm probably gonna do a mortgage takeover. So I'm gonna go to St. Paul, Minneapolis, and then I'm gonna go find a mortgage takeover deal. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling low equity multifamily today. So let's see what I can find. I'm going to do 20% max equity. And let's find ourselves a multifamily, as these guys are usually a little bit easier to deal with. Mortgage, I don't really care. Type, I more so care about the type. So residential, no. Let's do a residential multifamily or 5 units plus. Okay. See what I can find here. That looks cool, but that's the list price. There we go. There we go. 3 open mortgages though. Pre-foreclosure. Oh, mortgage modification. So you're in pre-foreclosure, bro. You're in pre-foreclosure. Okay, so that looks nice. Nice. I like that. Let's see what else I can find. I found that guy real quick. What else can I find? Anything better than that? Oh, yeah. Oh, but you guys have already called on that. I think you guys have already called on that, haven't you? I've seen that before. Have I seen this before? What does the chat say? Wasn't dispo by me? Oh, okay. Yeah. I think y'all have seen that before. It's okay. It's okay. I won't go. He never got back to me on the refi? Hey Dan, this is Chris. He's got the house that we're looking to refi. He owes 62, house is worth like 80, 85, maybe 90,000. He's trying to replace it. I just wanted to see if we could get a I know you're super busy right now, but if you have a moment, get back to Chris. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna call on one that you guys are already calling on. Let me call on this guy. I like this one. But have you guys called on that one? Do you guys know this one right here? Anybody working on Lawson Avenue? Lawson, anybody? I'm not gonna step on your toes if you're already working on it. Nah. Okay. I'm calling.
Brian.
Hey Brian, I was calling you about the Lawson Avenue property in St. Paul. You had a moment?
Yep.
I've got a multifamily in Minneapolis about 2 miles from this. I wanted to pick this thing up, but I had a couple questions that my lender really had. I couldn't really answer them. Are you guys occupied or vacant on this?
If it's something specific like that, I don't know. I have the other agent on it is actually repping it, Abby Newland. Is her number on the listing? Yep.
You know, I can almost never get a hold of agents. While I do have you on the phone, you don't know if it's vacant or occupied on this?
I don't.
Okay. So I probably should just call her.
Yep.
Okay. You want to text me your phone number? Maybe it's on the listing. Oh no, it is on the listing. I think I see it.
Yeah, 763.
I had to hang up that call. I'll say, hey, sorry, call dropped. I'll call Abby. We can't say phone numbers on TikTok. That's a no-go. Let's call Abby.
Hi, this is Abby Newland with Five.
Oh, y'all are so hard to reach, bruh. Just do your job. Okay, I'm gonna lightning leads one. We're not gonna talk to realtors. I'm gonna lightning leads one. Okay, watch this, guys. Ross Avenue. What was wrong with the deal? Was it in bad condition? This is demotivating. Yeah, I honestly, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, This deal right here was called by Yusuf, and we have a $20,000 assignment fee closing in about a week and a half. And Yusuf is a 21-year-old Egyptian student. In fact, we'll do a little bit of motivation right now. Let's talk about what I have in closing on the MLS. This is 1314 Charlotte, $7,000 on that one. This is 28 Farron, $20,000 on that one. This is 16108 Lappin, $5,000 on that one. So 8,000, 7,000, 5,000, all called on this live stream. Just pull them off Zillow, make a phone call. How is Yusuf on deal number 4, but we're too scared to hop on the phone with realtors? I mean, bro is literally in Egypt. He's literally in Egypt. He has to call at nighttime because of the time difference. He's 21, no real estate experience, speaks English with a thick accent. $20,000. This already passed inspection. Earnest money's in. We're closing. It's done. And then as far as what do you do after? So how much will I make this month off this? 20 plus 7 plus 5. That's $32,000. What could I do with $32,000? By the way, all acquired in the past month by me. Well, I know I could flip a house. And then after I flip the house, I make $48,000. And then what could I do with that? I mean, well, I'll flip another one. I've got this one in closing too. I'm going to make another $45,000 on this one. So in a singular month, you get enough money to start flipping houses. You flip this house, you make $40,000. You flip this house, you make $45,000. Now you have a machine printing 2 flips every 2 months. You're making $100,000 every other month. Dog, you're just a step away from greatness. But if you let your weak mind creep in your head and you're like, well, I don't know, because I just saw Richard make 4 phone calls and none of the agents picked up. Dog, it's 6 p.m. EST. They're ordering the bottle service girls, bro. They're not on their phone picking up. You got to call a little earlier than this. I call later in the day, but I'm on the West Coast right now. Guys, it's currently 2:56 my time. But if you call at 2 p.m. your time, you're totally fine. Just call a little bit earlier. But even such, me calling on this live stream has generated 3 deals that I have in closing this month. And I'm going to make $35,000 from those $32,000 from those 3 deals. That's more than enough to start flipping houses. Hell, Rowan Gill, now 20 years old, 6 months into Hold My Hand Wholesale. He has an M2 competition and he dropped out of college. Don't say it's demotivating. Say, I'm weak and I want to give up. Say what's in your heart. Not it's demotivating. I want to give up. It is too hard. It is too hard for me. I want to give up. And then watch me eat all your deals. All right, on to the next one. Let me do... We got a lot of states we never really look in. But what about Davenport, Iowa? It's a big area. Davenport, Iowa. Oh, we need to log in. Hold on. I'm not logged in right now. Davenport, Iowa. Control panel. Lightning leads. Davenport, Iowa. And then off market, on market. We'll do off market and then mortgage takeover. Off market mortgage takeover, Davenport, Iowa. Let's find some, and then I'm going to price low to high. I'm going to find somebody who has taken their property off the market because they're going to lose money. That looks great. I mean, shoot. That's a really good one right there. Look at that. 072 asking 110. I don't think we could give him enough money to take over his debt, though. I think we're going to. Oh, and look at that guy right there. Only problem is it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. But it does have that 3% interest rate. The rent is only $1,000, but his PITI is all the way up there. Damn. That's really good, but it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. This is the perfect deal, but 2-bed, 1-bath. That's painful. What else do we have? No, we're getting into the higher price points now. It would have to be multifamily. It would have to be multifamily. Do we have anything else here? I don't see any what's this? That's got to be a single family. All right, I don't know. I found some decent stuff in Davenport, but I feel like it could be better than that. What's next to Davenport? You've got this guy, but it doesn't cash flow. You've got this guy, but the gap's a little far. You've got this guy, gap's a little bit far. But wow, wouldn't that be nice? I'll probably call 5 of these people. I'll probably call 5. What other city could I do this in? Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Search. There we go. Look at that guy. 3-bed, 1-bath. Interior condition looks good. $200 a month in cash flow. $20,000 gap right there. That's not bad. It could. I wish it cash flowed more. The cash flow is my only concern. That's. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh wow. Wow. Look at this deal on my screen right here. That's a really good one, guys. Okay. O's 107 listed for 109, 4% interest, 450 cash flow. Look at this. Look at this beautiful deal. Look at this. He was listed for 109. He owes 107, 4% interest rate, 450 cash flow. He had the property on market, but then he was like, you know what? I'm going to remove my listing. And why did he remove the listing? Why did he remove the listing? He removed the listing because the sale was pending. They found something wrong with the property, needed to renegotiate. And then if they renegotiated, he was literally having to pay money just to sell the house based on his mortgage. Wow. Somebody says Iowa has one of the lowest appreciation rates in the United States. Owning real estate is not always about appreciation. Appreciation won't retire you. It won't. What will retire you is cash flow. And this deal makes $450 per month. You collect a couple of them, you don't have to show up to work anymore. So owning real estate is not about appreciation every single time. Sometimes it is, but not every time. And honestly, I think that can be illustrated by this. Let me show you something really quickly. Check this out. Brief little lesson here for y'all. This is why real estate is not about appreciation every time. So what I want to do is I want to go to Cleveland, Ohio right now, and I'm going to go from for sale to sold. Now, in the past, say, I don't know, 12 months, how many houses have sold in the Cleveland metro market? It is, in the Cleveland metro in the past year, 18,000 houses have sold. So E-Town Life says real estate is not, and that's not what I said, E-Town Life. I said it's not always about appreciation. But anyways, don't worry. I'm going to embarrass you momentarily. It's kind of my thing. It's my favorite thing to embarrass people. So check this out. This is going to be, you're going to love this, man. It's going to cause you to leave the live stream. So in Cleveland, Ohio, in the past year, 18,000 houses have sold. 18,000 houses. So it's safe to say that Cleveland, Ohio is an active market, right? Yes. Okay, now here's where the embarrassment comes into play. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's zoom in on one of those houses, like this one right here. Here's a random property on Gay Avenue. If we put this thing into public record, do we think it's appreciated over time? Let's find out. Trust me, I'm not going to embarrass you right now. This won't be embarrassing. I promise. Okay, ready? Well, we can't see too many sales here. We need to get another property. We need to grab another property in Cleveland, Ohio. Where'd my list go? My list just disappeared? We're just not in Cleveland anymore? Or just entirely disappeared? Do I really have to look up Cleveland again? Where did it go? They literally all, okay, I must have closed my tab. There's Cleveland. Anyways, let me click on a different one. Let's try this guy right here. So this thing sold in the past year. Check this out. Let me see some transaction history. Mortgage and transaction. How old does this go back? How far can we go back? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Ready? This is the moment. This is my big reveal. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I hope you're excited. Big reveal here. So why did I say owning real estate is not always about appreciation? Because it's not. I'm going to make this super, super, super concise for you. Okay. Because I know it's hard to understand big concepts. In Cleveland, Ohio, in the past year, 18,000 houses have sold. That makes it one of the most active markets in the entire United States. Now, what's the point of me telling you that? Well, I just said that real estate is not always about appreciation, and bro disagrees with me. He doesn't own any houses, but he disagrees with me. Okay, well, Cleveland, Ohio, having 18,000 sales means that it's a really desirable, active market, right? But does it appreciate over time? If real estate's not about appreciation, if we have no appreciation in a market, there shouldn't be sales happening. Well, let's look at this house. This house right here recently sold. How much did it sell for? Well, Zillow's telling me that it sold for $86,000. You see that? In the past year, sold for about $86,000. But if we scroll down, we can see that in the year 2000, it sold for $54,000. That's really interesting. And then in 2006, it sold for $96,000. That is very strange. In the year 2000, this house literally sold for $54,000. And then again in 2006, it sold for $96,000. Now the house is fully renovated. It's fully done up, top to bottom. This is a fix and flip. So it does not get any nicer than this. Doesn't get any nicer than this. It's fully flipped. In Cleveland, Ohio, that's what you're going to get for a fix and flip. Now here's where the embarrassment comes into play. Are you ready? What is the present value of $54,000 in the year 2000 when compared to today? What would that be worth today?
If you had $54,000 in the year 2000, it would be roughly equivalent to about $101,500 today, based on an average inflation rate of about 2.46% per year. In other words, prices have risen by about 88% over that time.
So wait a second. I just showed you one of the most active markets in the entire United States, but this house in the year 2000 sold for $54,000, which is equivalent to $102,000 in today's money, but the house just sold for less than that. So it didn't appreciate at all, yet it's still one of the most active markets in the United States. Then again, in 2006, the house sold for $96,000, which is equivalent to over $140,000 in today's money. But then that house sold for less than that. So over the past 20 years, in 26 years, in one of the most active markets in the entire United States, thousands and thousands and thousands of houses selling per year there, 17,000 per year. This property is fully renovated and has not appreciated since the year 2000. Now you said, but you can make more money in other areas. So there's a couple things going on. I just proved your point wrong, and now you're shifting your point to reflect a different argument because I just proved you wrong. Now I can prove that point wrong if you'd like, but I'd rather stay on the first one. You said that it was a wrong comment for me to say that real estate is not always about appreciation. In fact, you manipulated what I said and made me say real estate is not about appreciation, which is not what I said. It's not always about appreciation. And then I proved to you that one of the most active markets in the entire United States has not appreciated in 26 years. And then you switch the question. So, as we did the last time I embarrassed somebody, TikTok chat, can you help me out? Who's right here? What I said was real estate is not always about appreciation. And then I showed a market that hasn't appreciated in 26 years, even though the asset is fully renovated. Who's right? Is he right or am I right? You got to let me know who's right. Because how did I do that? Maybe I can show you again. This house right here in the year 2006, let's go over to the third row. Oh my God, it sold for $96,000. So this house sold for $96,000. Do you understand? That was in 2006, $96,000. And today it is worth 90. It's worth 90. So is it a true statement that real estate is not always about appreciation? Well, if that's false, why did 18,000 houses sell there in the past year? Do we know what a depreciating market is? It's a market that favors cash flow rather than appreciation. And why would that be the case? Well, if your brain works really, really slowly and you have no houses, you might think that you know more than somebody who's got 28 houses. I'll explain it to you too. So, right now, interest rates are higher than they've been in about 15 years. Interest rates haven't been this high in 15 years. A year ago, they hadn't been that high in 20 years. Now, in a depreciating market like Cleveland, Ohio, why would that matter? Well, here's a traditional deal. $80,000, $16,000 down, and let's do 8% interest. This house still cash flows. It still cash flows. Do you see this? The monthly payment, despite an 8% interest rate, is $400, yet the rent on this property would be $1,200 to $1,400. So the point of a depreciating market is that it still cash flows during high interest rate times. So the reason a market like this is so active is because it doesn't go up in value over time, meaning that interest rates have a very, very small effect on it, allowing it to cash flow. Whereas if you were buying a house anywhere else in the United States, $500,000 on your mortgage exceeds what the property is going to rent out for. So let's look at a couple deals because it's actually really, really easy to understand this. Let's go to a slightly more expensive market, like, I don't know, Minneapolis, and let's just grab a house from Minneapolis and let's grab a house from Cleveland. So here's a house in Minneapolis. What do we think this rents out for? Probably about $5,000 per month, right? 975. And let's look at the deal. So you put a 975 right here. Your down payment is about $180,000. And your monthly payment is about $8,000 with taxes and insurance. So the deal right here is you put down $200,000, your payment is close to $8,000 with taxes and insurance, maybe $7,000 with taxes and insurance, and it rents for $5,000. Do you understand what I'm saying? The house on my screen, this house right here, it's in a higher price point. This is the point of depreciating markets. It's listed for $1 million, but it's going to rent out for $5,000 or $6,000, right? The mortgage payment on $1 million purchase is going to be close to $7,000 or $8,000 with taxes and insurance. So when you say you can make more money in different areas, I mean, that's not really what we were talking about, but not if you're renting out the property. So I guess my point is this, guys. When I say that appreciation isn't always the game plan with real estate, you have to look at Section 8. Section 8 has exploded over the past year, but do you know what it hasn't exploded for? Expensive properties. And why hasn't it exploded for expensive properties? The reason it hasn't worked for expensive properties is because your mortgage on a $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 house generally exceeds what the house rents out for. Whereas a market like Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Akron, Columbus, Dayton, so many markets across the United States are really, really cheap. And the reason that they're some of the most active markets in the entire United States is that even when you get a 7% interest rate loan on $100,000, it still cash flows. So the fact that it doesn't go up in value over time is not really a bad thing because it means that you can pay the prices that are available in the market and still have your mortgage below what the house is going to rent out for, which does not exist in more expensive markets. So this is what we call a depreciating market. Depreciating markets are markets that go up slowly over time, but the dollar and its losing value effect, the inflation that we're seeing in the United States right now, and really always, there's always going to be inflation, it means that it doesn't really go up over time. The $54,000 sale that we saw in 2006 is equivalent to more money. I'm sorry, the year 2000 is equivalent to more money than that house would be worth right now. yet it's still one of the most active markets in the United States. So the reason that we focus on cheap markets, cash flow. You fundamentally cannot cash flow on houses that are $400,000 unless they're multifamily. They just don't work. But it does work on single family houses in areas like Cleveland, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Akron. Look up houses with properties below $100,000 and it works. It works. You can get them at list price and they still cash flow. Depreciating markets. So I'll say it again. Appreciation is not the sole reason that people buy real estate. It's one of the reasons that people buy real estate in areas like Los Angeles and San Diego and New York, but that's not the reason why people always buy real estate. And when it comes to my buyers, they want to see a house that cash flows. And if a house doesn't cash flow, it's not going to sell. If a house appreciates, which almost always will in the $400,000 price range, that's great. But if it doesn't cash flow, it's probably not a deal. Probably not a deal. So what do we think? What do we think, TikTok chat? Is it true, my initial statement, that appreciation is not everything? Is that accurate? Understanding that Detroit has 20,000 sales per year, Cleveland, 20,000 sales per year. Yes, we don't even have to answer that question because I proved to you unequivocally that Detroit and Cleveland barely appreciate and are considered depreciating markets in real estate. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I've got another hour and 15 minutes. We were going to do a mortgage takeover call on this property right here. Let's see if we can get in contact with a seller. Text Andrew. Great clip from right now. How many views is he going to get on Instagram? The last one did really well. I hope this one does well too. Okay, is this an iPhone? Yes, it's an iPhone. Okay, I'm going to call this guy. Hopefully I can get in contact with him. The phone didn't even ring. As soon as I call, it disconnects. But it's an iPhone at the same time. So why? Damn, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Well, do we have anybody else in Cedar Rapids who we could call? I guess we've got this guy, but he doesn't cash flow very much, and we just talked about the importance of cash flow. Cedar Rapids. There's a lot of them here. There's this guy here, but his cash flow is a little bit small. Maybe we hit a quick little Cincinnati. Another depreciating market where I almost exclusively do deals. That's not bad. What about you? That looks pretty good. It was listed for just 90. Oh, why did you list it for so low? Huh. That's strange. That looks like a piece of land. This looks like a negatively cash flowing house. That's not enough cash flow. Not enough cash flow. Okay. Let's try Akron really quick. Oh, Andrew has a call for me.
Hey, Richard.
What do you have?
Yeah, it's a dude in Cleveland. He has a duplex. The numbers are pretty crazy. It's a duplex worth $150K. The PITI, he sent me the statement. It's $945 a month. He also sent me the rent roll. It's renting out at $1990 a month.
And he's low equity?
He's not. He's mid equity. So I don't know if you'd want to do a cash thing on that because the cash flow is pretty crazy.
Okay. Can I get the address? Where is it?
Yeah, it's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, cool. What's the address?
I will get that right now.
You can just say it out loud.
Yeah. 3569 Trent Avenue, Cleveland.
Nice. And what does he owe on it?
Only $85K, worth about 150 estimate, but
Zillow. Oh, that's a sale. Zillow's telling me 125. I guess I'll comp really quick. 44109. So maybe we can take over his debt. And sold. Is there a 125 in here? So price, I'll do 126. Oh, there's a lot of 125s. Wow. Oh, it's going to be hard to find this thing on the map. I'll do it though.
I sent you over the mortgage statement and the rent contracts that he has. But yeah, it's a 7.5 rate, so it's super high. I don't know if you want to do a mortgage takeover.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, cash flow is pretty crazy as is.
I just can't seem to find it. I hate when Zillow does this, dude. It's just impossible to find these houses. So there's Cleveland. There's that small thing right there. Oh man, I just can't find it. So maybe over here. This guy? No. Is it? So there's the little bend in the road. Okay, so we should be right around there. Trent Ave. Found it. Okay. Perfect. 5.2. Doesn't tell me the square footage. We'll zoom out. So 125. 137. And then you got a 169. Shit. Yeah, it is worth 150. Yeah, I'm gonna call him, but I don't know. I don't know what we could do here. That's
even though the cash flow is super high.
No, we might have something we could. As far as a mortgage takeover, what is it renting out for?
It's rented out at 1990. He sent me the contract for it, and I forwarded it to you. And the PIT is 945.
Okay. All right. Let's run our cash on cash return, guys. So 1990 per month. So 1990 multiplied by 0.8 is 1592. Let's say we can get it to our buyers. If we get it to our buyers at 125, their down payment is going to be $25,000, 7% interest, 665 plus 250. So 915 would be our monthly payment, and then 1592 is what's coming in. So 1592 minus 915 brings us to $677 multiplied by 12 brings us to 8,124 divided by 25 plus 5 for closing costs. That's 30,000. Wow, we could actually offer cash on this. When I said I don't know if there's anything we could do. Oh, yeah, actually, Andrew, there is something we can do. There is something we can do. Can I get his phone number?
Yes, you can. Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. He's got another home, by the way, but this deal I thought was better. So.
Megan says you have typos in your link tree when you running a business, sir. Which one has a typo? I'll go through the first. Join Hold My Hand Wholesale. That seems accurate. 30-minute consultation. That seems accurate. Have Richard buy your house. Click here to receive an offer. Okay, that seems accurate. How I figure out sellers' mortgage and balances and interest rates. Okay, so sellers is possessive. That's accurate. Buy my deals. I guess technically it shouldn't be buy capital B, capital M, capital D, but I mean, we're not really abiding by that in here, are we? Need a transaction coordinator? Use mine. Social media. It's the receive. Oh, this? Oh, I don't care. I'll put it this way. WAP.com is the largest course processor for putting online courses on. And in all of WAP.com, we have the most paid members. Like the entire platform, most paid members. I guess I'll put it this way. When you teach a 12-year-old to flip a house and he makes $100,000 doing so, I mean, I guess it just speaks for itself. It just speaks for itself at that point. I'm excited to call this because I can offer cash and I could offer to take over the mortgage. So oh my God. We just got a counter offer. We signed it for him.
Hey, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris Richard Taylor. I was calling you about Trent Avenue.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for taking the time. I was watching pieces of your life.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, this is a cash cow, man. You've been doing pretty well on this thing, huh?
It's been a dog, but it's stabilized now. It's been a journey though, for sure.
Oh, it's been hard to get it to where it is.
Yeah, so when I bought it, as both properties actually, when I bought them, they came with tenants, and then they just classically stopped paying. 2 months in, and so both of them I've gone through evictions on, and we bought Trent knowing that it was going to need significant rehab because the tenants that were in there were neglecting it. So it took us. Cleveland's good. Cleveland will evict someone in like 40 days, like really pretty quick. So we got them out, but then spent like a year rehabbing it, mostly with some like pest problems. So that just took time to get like pest control in there multiple times. But it's been stable. We bought it in December of 24. So about a year ago. And whenever those leases were signed were my first tenants. So I sent you the leases. So I forget when they were signed, but
got it.
Relatively recently.
Okay.
June maybe.
And
but it's good now. They're all paying. Never missed payment.
So it's fully renovated right now, and those are Section 8 tenants?
No, they're not.
Oh, just private.
They're standard.
Okay, got it. And these guys pay on time, right?
Yeah, they've been good.
Awesome.
They've been good.
And you've had a couple months of like them proving themselves to you as tenants?
Yes. So the most recent one just signed their lease. Her name's Twani Leanne. Just signed hers in January. The other one, Jason, signed his in October, the end of October, 1st of November.
Got it.
So 2 months on one and 4 or 5 months on the other.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. And I'm very curious. Is there something that's like a hassle with owning this thing? Because it seems like you got the fully renovated house. It's making $900 a month. Is there just something with the area, break-ins, or what's the kicker to get rid of this thing?
Not at all. And honestly, I was most interested in selling the other one, but I get that like that one doesn't like pencil as well. I just have another project. I'm a little tight on cash. And so I'm trying to, we're doing a commercial development here in Southern California, and it's requiring some more money to get the entitlement done. And I just need a little bit of flexibility there. So,
got it.
That's
okay.
all.
Yeah.
All of these are a journey. Like it's always like you buy it and it takes some stabilization. Like both of them took me basically a year to stabilize, and it's totally I'm hands off of it. I've never set foot in them. So I'm just like relying on a property manager who's good, but takes time. But then after that, I haven't had issues.
Yeah.
So once it's stabilized, like it's fine. We're not buying in the hood here. And it's Cleveland, but it's a good area.
Of course. Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I haven't seen any of my houses either. So yeah, I mean, what's the ideal outcome for this? What are you looking to get on it?
So just talking about Trent, I'd love to be a 1% roll if that works. I don't know if it does. I know my rates in particular are not super attractive.
But I'll tell you
what are we, 190,000?
The way that I run this is that I can sell these to my buyers because I don't really buy in depreciating markets. I own in areas like Denver and Atlanta and Minneapolis. I try to buy in like 400, 500K markets for single families because I want them to go up like the houses where I live go up in value. So my rule for wholesaling these is I can wholesale them up to a 25% cash on cash return. So I'll just run through the numbers with you at 190,000. So 190,000 down payment on here is going to be about $38,000 at 7% interest. So my monthly payment at 190,000 is about $1,300 per month. So the appraiser is going to look at the $1,900 and they're going to take 20% off the top for vacancy, for management, for any expenses throughout the year that we see. And then they're going to subtract the $1,300 payment. And that's going to leave you with about $220 of cash flow. Yearly, that's going to leave you with $2,000 of cash flow, $2,600. And then if you divide that by the total cost of entry, which would be 38K down plus 5K for closing costs, which is going to be $43,000, your money would go approximately 3.5 times further in the stock market. That actually wouldn't hedge against inflation. You'd be at a 6% cash on cash return at 190,000. If you kick your tenants out and you stage the property, you probably get 150 from a retail buyer. But if you're selling to an investor, it's got to be at a 25% cash on cash return. And I say that as the largest mover of deals in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, we probably process 200 transactions here per year. And the rule across all buyers here, 25% cash on cash. So I would say I could probably offer on this, but it's nowhere near the 190,000. But I could probably get you 190 on creative finance terms. So if you wanted to do 190, I could probably take over your debt and make you payments for the remaining amount. But we are like quite tremendously far off from this. The estimated value on this is 143 based on about 32 comps.
Yeah, that's probably reasonable. When I bought it a year ago, I bought it thinking it would be like 150, 155. That was a year ago, market change. So like your comp doesn't scare, like that's not offensive to me.
Okay.
And I also like get the math of what I asked for doesn't really work.
So I'll tell you what, I could.
Open to the finance. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I could probably. 190, that's going to be really hard to make happen. I tell you what, I would sell or finance it above what it's worth. I'd give you 175 if we sell or finance, which is it is a really scary figure just because we don't really have anything selling for that. But I'll make you two offers here. The first one I don't think is going to be worth entertaining. I think it would cash flow at 25% if I gave you 127. And then the second one, I'd probably say I'll give you 175, but I'd have to probably put down $15,000, take over the debt, and make you payments for the rest. So if you're wanting to get capital, my first offer is better, but it is, it's close to what you bought it for. I saw what you bought it for a year ago. So I don't know if we'll be able to come to an agreement. It's a desirable asset, but the price definitely matters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're basically doing like a hybrid deal here, subject to and create and stock finance kind of in one.
Yeah. So I would do 175, 15 down. You owe 85 on it right now?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Okay, so we'd have another 75,000 to finance. Your note costs you 1,000 a month, did you say? Nine something per month?
It was 9 something. I've got it, hold on. 945, I think.
Okay, so
45, 26 cents.
So I could probably make you an additional $250 in payments on top of that, but the rest would have to be for cash flow. So I'm probably looking at a structure like this. I do it over 7 years. 7 years at 175,000. 85 of the 175 is your mortgage. 15 is the down payment. $75,000 is financed at $250 per month with a balloon payment on year 7 for the remaining amount, which would be, let me tell you really quickly, 84, 75 minus 20. Your balloon payment would be $54,000 in 7 years.
I'm with you. I'm writing this. Okay. And I get that. You're taking the 15,000. You're saying, what's my cash flow? It needs to be 25% cash on cash. And so that's the most you can put down.
This one, I mean, Here's how I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at the 1990. I'm taking 20% off the top, just like I did before for those same repairs. I'm subtracting you say 915 mortgage?
945.
No, okay, 945. Sorry, 945. That leaves me with $647 per month, and then I subtract the 250 in payments to you, leaves me with 397. I could probably do 17.5 down. I'll tell you what, I'd probably do 17,500 down because that would be 20%. That because I'm putting down less than I'd have to put down with the bank, so that would be 20%. So I could give you 17.5 down on 175 with payments of 250 towards the remaining amount that we haven't paid you yet, the seller carry.
Okay. I don't hate that. What if?
Keep in mind, I'm wholesaling it though, so my price is about it's about 5K less than what somebody would put down. So I have structured it below what somebody would put down because I'm trying to wholesale it in full transparency.
No, that's fine. Yeah, and honestly, like I said, like I think this is the best deal for someone who likes Section 8, is down to do that because they can take the rents, up to 2,400, let's say. And so like that's not me.
For sure.
Like I would have done it by now. And I get that it's not you. That's fine. So I'm with you here. What I was gonna say is like, well, what if we got real crafty? But when you're wholesaling something, it gets weird because then like I'm negotiating with you and have to then work it out with them. But well, you know what I mean? What I was gonna say was like, what if we did more down and then didn't do any payments for like a year or something and then picked up payments later?
That's feasible. I will say
but
if
does
we
that get weird when you wholesale it?
No, it's not so much that it gets it's not that it's a very simple structure. It's more so that the down payment is the biggest kicker here, and they're always looking at what's my interest rate. I would imagine that based when you purchased it, we're probably at a 7.5% interest rate, something like that. So they're thinking to themselves, well, look, if I put any more down, I might as well go get my own loan on this, understanding that we have closing costs stacked on it and 5K for my fee on this. But another thing to consider is I think my buyers would eat this thing up at 127, even 128 all day long. So if we did 128 and you have no fees and I pay all closing costs, you make $43,000. So if you're thinking a structure where it's like no payments, I know that's a little bit less than we're looking to get for it, but you would receive 43 net to you.
Yeah, so I'll give you all my cards on the table. So I bought it for 135, right? And you know that because you looked it up. So, and like my principal on it's only 85, but since then I also put a substantial amount into rehabbing it. So like the 175 kind of gets me close to
Okay.
sort of like breaking even essentially because I've got like at least 20 grand. I think I'm getting closer to 25 into this.
I understand. Okay, I get it.
So like 127, it's like, well, yeah, okay, so 127, I walk away with 40 in my pocket, which is dope from a cash flow today perspective. It's just a little painful to my pride.
Okay. No, I get it. So I'll tell you what, to make this, because I got to balance it somehow. I think that the payments doesn't change it a ton, but let me just run. Let's see if I'm at 20. If I'm at 20, so we got about 10K in fees for the buyer there. So if we're at the 1990 times 0.8. And then subtract your 945 and then subtract the 250. That puts you at 397. Multiply that by 12, puts you at 4,764 divided by a $30,000 entry fee, which is 5 for closing. 15.8% ROI at 20 down. So honestly, I think that 17.5. I think the 17.5 is probably the highest I can do. But I'll tell you what, I would do 180. I would do $180,000, $17.5 down, and then payments of $250 per month for 7 years with the balloon payment on year 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Closing costs too. Closing costs covered too.
Yeah. For sure. Let me see.
Hey, E-Town Life.
My email address right now.
I thought this call was fake. Now you're pivoting to it's not legal.
So I was like trying to write notes furiously and.
I'll tell you what, I'll text it to you. I'll text you that offer so that you have it, and the balloon payout too. And then I'll just well, you let me know when I should call you back. When should I call you back?
I mean, Today or tomorrow? Not today. It's already 4:00. Let me just play with some numbers here, and I need to just kind of wrap my head around. But because I'm not like it may honestly make more sense for me to just get over the fact that I'm going to take a hit and walk and take the 127. So it's not even so much that I'm like your other offer is good, and I'm cool with that. I get the whole trust structure and all the different things. I follow all that. So that's a good strong offer. I'm honestly just weighing whether I would take a cash offer instead and just like simplify it and sort of meet my short-term need and get over the fact that I lose a little bit on this one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you a fun story to make it a little better for you. I bought this house. I'm kind of in the exact same position as you. I bought 12136 Thornridge Road in Oklahoma City, subject to the existing loan, $0 down. The house looked perfect on the inside. Didn't look like it needed anything. We go inside, we get it inspected, and because it was $0 down, this was 2 years ago too. I was just making poor decisions. I bought the house for a total of $5K out of my pocket, $0 down, 3% interest rate, thinking I had made out like a bandit. I go to do the rehab on the house. It was $80,000, $80,000 rehab on it. And I end up flipping the house. I put it back on market, and even getting over $100,000 more than I sold it for after realtor fees and doing the landscaping, I'm going to lose $20,000 on the sale of it. And that was like the case for my first 3 purchases that I did. And only recently I figured out how to actually start flipping these things for cash. So, I mean, we all go through it at one point in time, man.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, this is the same thing. Like when I had my property managers, we quoted me like 10 or 12 grand on rehab, and it was more than double. Like we were literally almost like 25, 30 grand.
Yeah.
So it's like, cool. Wish we'd been more clear about that before I fucking closed on it.
No, yeah, it unfortunately goes like this. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'll text you these 2 offers that we have for you. Closing costs are covered in both of them, so the figures that we have in the chat are exactly what you're going to make on it. And then I'll just give you a call back probably same time tomorrow and see if we can make something happen.
Yeah, that's fine. And let's chat this week. Tomorrow's fine. You can call me, but I'll text you also later today. I'm waiting on a call back on that deal that I'm working on. And we have a meeting this week with the sellers to we're still negotiating our contract. And so I'll have like a better sense of my motivations with that, because they're like, we put down a certain amount of earnest money and they're asking for more. And that's where I was like, oh, okay, well, cool. I'll just sell a property and fix the earnest money problem. So I'll have a better sense of like what my motivations are here at 15 or what you said, $18,000 works.
Yeah, we can do 18. We'll do 18.
Yeah, and if I need more, then maybe we'll just do a cash deal. We'll take the 40 and move on to the next project.
Great.
But I'll have a better sense of that when I meet with them this week. So if you don't hear from me, call me tomorrow. Whenever's fine. Otherwise, I'll text you as soon as I know when that meeting is, and we can touch base after that.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for your time, man. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
No problem. One other thing for you, if you have 2 seconds.
I do.
On Hearst, I'm just assuming that $200 of cash flow isn't worth anyone's time.
Not necessarily. What was the other address on that one? I do have one in closing that has that sort of cash flow.
Okay, it's 12313 Hearst Ave. You've got the mortgage statement for that also, and the lease.
Okay. Now what? Let's see. This. Oh, it's a 2-1. Okay. What was the PITI on this?
1 sec. It's 708.
And then you've got a lease in place?
Correct, for $895.
$895. How long is left on the lease?
I don't know.
Because Zillow says $1,312. My buyers will look at this and they'll say, "Oh, the rent is $1,300." And if you have PITA of $700, we could probably get you out from under the deal. But that tenant would likely need to be on a month-to-month lease.
They signed in October, so you've got another 7 months.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. When this thing expires, call me. When the lease expires, call me, and we'll take over the debt on that one. We could do something with it because from the buyer's perspective, the rent could be $1,300. Whether it is or isn't, Zillow says $1,300, and there's a ton of comps for $1,300. So when your tenant is out of the property, we'll go ahead and we'll have a conversation.
Yeah, no problem. That sounds good. That one, What was I gonna say? Oh, that one. Did you see the mortgage statement on that one? It's got 66 on it currently, so it'll probably have 63.
Okay.
64. Okay. By the time that rolls up.
Yeah, when the lease wraps up, give me a call. But in the meantime, I'll text you my offer for the other one with 18 down and 127.5, and we'll just go from there.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate your time.
You too. Bye-bye. Talk soon.
Bye.
Great. And we got that counter. I forgot about that counter. This is excellent. So look at that. We did do a mortgage takeover call, didn't we? That's a hybrid, guys. So that's a hybrid. And I honestly was like, ain't no way we're doing a deal when I heard his price. He said 190 and I was like, oh, ain't no way. But look at that. How surprising. How surprising. People are willing to come down. Honestly, even a retail sale couldn't get 190 on that. Ain't no way. What was his name again? So he was Chris, I think. Let me just see. Andrew says Chris. Yeah, Chris. I'd love to get another wholesale deal in closing. That's probably the closest that I got today until you see what I have. I've got another one. I'm actually very excited. Even though my contractor didn't like it, I like it. I'm going to make an executive decision and I'm going to push this one through. So now where'd his deal go? Where we him? Trent Avenue. Let's put this thing into the 2 offers made via text. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., remind me to follow up with 3569 Trent Avenue.
Okay, I added it.
Good. That's great. We just have one thing to look at here. Actually, I got to type this out. Hey, so 2 options on Trent Ave. 180,000, 18,000 down, 250 per month. Mortgage taken over 7-year balloon. Option 2, 127,500. And we'll follow up tomorrow. Okay. Do you guys remember 15930 Turner? This guy right here. Remember this? Yeah. I offered 70 on this bad boy and they countered at 75. That's what I like to see. Let's comp really quick. So I am so excited about this house, guys, because it is beautiful. It is a beautiful property. Really a beautiful property. My only concern is that its cash flow is not great. Doesn't have great cash flow, but I might do this just to hold on to the property. I need to pee again, but I really do want to look at this. So, it's a 4-2, right? I need to close all these damn tabs. Don't need you. No. Oh shit, I needed that one. Yes. Oh, it's a 6-2. It's a 6-2. Okay, we've comped this thing like 3 times, guys. We've comped this 3 times. We just got a counter from the seller. I am going to comp one more time. One more comp, guys. Come on. One more comp, hoping and praying for new sales here. 100K, 6'2", 1856 house from 1927. We're going to go from for sale to sold. And honestly, I'm going to comp it with single family houses to start. Now, why would I do such a silly thing? Because they lie about their single families being duplexes here. I'm sorry, the other way around. They lie about their duplexes being single families. So I want to see, hey, did anything else sell here? And oh my God, look at these crazy high sales. Goddamn. I might list this with a realtor. I might not even send this to my buyer. Look at these houses. 1928 single family for 260. Damn. Okay. Really quick, I'm going to redraw my comp line. I was sitting at, where's the house? Oh my God, where did it go? It's literally missing. Where are you? Oh, it's a multifamily. That's why it's missing. Okay. So let's just one more time. So we're right there. Let's draw. Apply. For sale, sold. Home type. I'm just going to look at houses to start. And then on Turner Street, you've got this guy. 191. You've got that 142. Okay. I would love to know if there's any single family being comped as multi, because that would just shed so much light as to what this thing could be worth. Clicking apply, home type, houses, price high to low, past 12 months. Okay, past 12 months. Hoping to find a sneaky hidden multifamily. Sneaky hidden multifamily somewhere here. Single family. That looks like a duplex, but it's not. I think those are all single families. All right. We'll do multifamily. And then you've just got that one for the high comp. I think I got to stand my ground at 70. I also got to send my contractor in. That's unfortunate, guys. This is unfortunate. Here's what I'm balancing in my head right now. You comp for single family, and in the exact same area, look at these insane comps. Insane comps right here for single families, such that I could list this thing for $250,000 and it would sell because it's better than all of these houses. It's prettier than all of these houses. But then we go to multifamily. We switch this to multifamily, and look what you have. You've got very little multifamily selling for that, except for the neighbor's house, which sold for $195. Only problem is it has way more square footage than us. So that's my dilemma. I'm just going to say it. I personally think it would sell for $200,000. Do I have evidence for that? No. But here's why. Nothing looks like this. Do you see how beautiful this house is? Look how pretty it is. The green. Oh, and the green with the brick and the rose bush. I mean, come on, it's a great property. And then there's the other part, the rehab. The rehab is not even bad. The rehab is like, I mean, I'm gonna do a luxury rehab on this. I'm gonna do $40K on this, even though it doesn't need $40K. And if I put $40K into this thing and we make it nice, I mean, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on this, guys, because I lost my other one. I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on this. I don't think we walked this thing. I'm gonna call the agent really quick. Thanks, Define Beauties. That's really kind of you to say. I appreciate it.
Hello, this is Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, how you doing? I was the one who made you that offer on Turner Street.
Yes.
I didn't send I don't think I sent my contractor in here. Is it still okay to send my guy into the property?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have him assess the rehab. I think we're really close. 70 to 75 will probably work for this. So if the seller's at 75, we'll probably end up getting a deal done. I just want to make sure that the house is not needing anything major. So we're gonna go ahead and walk it really quick, and then I'll probably get back to you tomorrow.
So you haven't walked it yet?
No, we were gonna walk the property, but honestly, here's what happened. All of the multifamily comps are selling for 140, but I believe that this is an outlier. I don't think it's like the rest of them. I think it'll sell for 190, and I think it will sell for 190 because all of the single families are selling for 250. So I think if I do a rehab on this that is nice enough, it'll be able to get to that level. But I declined to do the deal because I just wasn't sure what number we could get it at, and I just didn't have any comps. But honestly, I'm kind of willing to risk it for this thing. So I'll send my contractor into the property, and I'll let you know about the 75 tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I was under the impression that you already saw it because you said no inspection.
Maybe we did. I walk like 3 properties a week. Maybe we did walk the property. Hold on. Maybe we did walk it. Let me call and ask. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because you said you can submit an offer without an inspection period.
That's what I say when I've already walked the property. Let me make a call.
All right.
I just don't remember. I'm sorry, man. Let me call my contractor.
All right, let me know.
All right, see you. Bye. I don't think we did. I think I told him not to. I think we called him last week and we didn't walk it. Hey, quick question. Did we walk I'm gonna send you an address right now. I don't think we walked not the one I recently sent you. Hold on.
Oh, that's Ohio.
Ignore that. That's not wrong house. This property. We didn't walk that, did we?
I think it's the one they never got back with us on. Yeah, they never got back.
Yeah, we didn't walk that. Okay. I might
That's the one they was responding on.
I might not want to walk Lakeview to Street. Let's not do Lakeview tomorrow. Don't walk Lakeview tomorrow, honestly. I got a response on this. I have the lockbox code. They said I could get it for 75, which means I could probably get it for 70. And honestly, I think that might make it worth it.
I think it was too. I think we both looked at it, and then I think I said that was the number we said.
Yeah, it's a really light rehab, and it's a beautiful house. And the single family comps are crazy high, and there is one really high multifamily comp. But I honestly I think if I list this thing, somebody's going to pick it up for 170 because the house is gorgeous. But let me send you the lockbox code. Let's walk this one instead of the other one tomorrow.
And I can just walk it anytime.
Yeah.
It's a little bit further, so this is on the west side. This one is like, let me say how far it is from me. This one about 30 minutes from me here.
Oh no, it's 30. Is that okay? We don't really need to walk it immediately, but
I can get it walked for you. I'm gonna say by Wednesday.
Wednesday?
By Wednesday, I should be. I might be able to go tomorrow.
Then maybe we do both. I guess just walk the one I sent you yesterday on tomorrow, and then, well, I feel like this one's the
Okay, so this one 25 minutes away. I don't know if I can get to it tomorrow because I'm kind of gonna be on the east side.
No worries.
Over there by Tacoma, so I don't know if I'm gonna get over there tomorrow.
No problem. Let's pass on the other one and we'll walk this one Wednesday. You said?
Yeah, I'd be able to get there Wednesday. If something changed, I'll just let you know that I'm going over there.
Okay.
You sent me the lockbox code already?
I'm gonna send it to you now.
Okay.
The code will be in your text in just a sec. Yeah, let's walk that one Wednesday. Let me know how that is. I think it should be really light.
Okay, I'll take a look at it for you.
Okay, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
You too.
Bye. Active day to day. Wow.
Hello?
Hey, no, sorry, we have not walked this one, but I just scheduled my contractor to walk it. Is it still the lockbox code you sent me?
Yes.
And then it will be no inspection. So after we walk the property, no inspection contingency.
Okay. Well, yeah, just let me know.
That'll be Wednesday though. So he'll be there on Wednesday because we're on the other side of town. And yeah, we'll just let you know from there.
Okay. Yeah, let me know Wednesday if you're actually a problem.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. All right. That's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to be done with that. Turner. I'm going to turn that yellow because I think we're going to get that. That'll probably happen, guys. It's kind of risky, but here's the thing. Let's say I don't get the number I want to get for it. I'll just refinance. I'll refinance and we'll add it to the portfolio. And it's like, I don't really want to do that, but I guess worst case scenario, I'm going to make some money because this thing would rent out for like, I don't know, maybe 1,100, 1,200 per side, maybe more than that. Let's see. And let me just confirm no shootings really quick. No shootings, hopefully. Please, nothing change. Please, nothing change here. I don't want to go back to him. Oh, no, man. Oh, no. Oh, bro. Well, we're about to find out. I'm not calling it off. I'm doing it. We're doing it. I don't care. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm walking that. Here's the thing, guys. I think at the price point that I'd sell this for, it doesn't even matter. Here's why. Here's why I don't think it matters. Look at all the single families. The single families in this area, they're selling for crazy amounts of money. I don't think retail buyers care as much as, although this side of the road's kind of different. But I mean, it's literally right there. Is there a difference between, what does Puritan Avenue look like? Puritan Avenue. No, this is not like a nice area. It's just it's all bad. Yeah, no, it's not. There's no difference in this area and that area, except for the fact that my area is literally nicer. This is literally a nicer area. That's a significantly nicer road. Yeah, come on. No difference. This is, and I don't think this road is as nice as that road over there. I just don't think so. Maybe it's been gentrified, but this is the house. That's 2018. I guess this is an old photo. Do we have a more recent photo? November 2020. Okay, 2025. Yeah, no, this area has not changed. That's not changed. However, this area on the other, no, I'm going to do it. He's going to tell me about the condition, and if the condition is good enough, I'm going to flip that thing and we're going to see how it goes. No, it probably was not self-defense. Somebody probably did a drive-by. Okay, I'm going to take some questions about some deals. Anybody really need help? Anybody need help with anything? Matt Lube, Alexander, got you. Got you. I'm bringing you up. How'd you come to 40K rehab? It's a guess, Reginald. I don't know. It might not be. Sammy, I got you. I have questions and need help. Got you. I'm inviting you up on stage. Invited you up on stage. Chase, I had to cancel Fullerton. Check my Instagram post from today. Do you hear from Lexi for Gilchrist? I'll have to check my text. All right, these are my questions. I need another bathroom break. I just drink so much water per day. I'm sorry. One sec. Okay, questions. We've got questions. Let's go quick. I got dinner with my buddy tonight. Does this group have a school account? No.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, okay. So I'm back on here doing the new questions. I was making offers today. I had this real estate agent send me a bunch of like properties out there in Ohio, but it's in Liam. Have you done anything in Liam, Ohio?
Lima. Oh, Lima. I've heard of that. We just need to make sure it's not rural, but I've heard of that.
I can, if it's cool with you, can I share my screen with you really quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. 1 second here. How do I do that? Share screen. Okay, here we go. All right. So I currently, and this agent, I don't know, and this is what I want to ask you too, because this agent's been hard. It's this girl here. And I have made the offer on this property, and I've made an offer on, I believe it's this one right here. So these two, but I'm noticing a lot of her properties, like, they don't cash flow, right? So from you, and I know that from watching the stream earlier, like, hey, we just want to make offers on the homes that cash flow. But like these, it's like I have most of the properties that this lady has, it's like I have to offer her like 25,000, 40,000,
so
even cash, 15, 20%.
Here's what I'm seeing is this, so that we kind of got the double whammy here. Whenever I see something that looks kind of like this, I'll drop it in the chat. We are deep right here. We are deep. So this right here, it's not a populated area. It's an area in decline. It's like Rust Belt, like big Rust Belt area, heavily in decline. And in an area like this, the only way to do it would be seller finance. And if we have no cash flow, can't even seller finance. So I would say nothing to be done there. You could do deals in this market, but it 100% needs to be in an area that has a lot of people in it.
And this is going to be another stupid question, but I'm going to do it super fast.
No bad questions, man. No bad questions. You're totally fine.
Okay. So I know just from listening to the stream, like, hey, after like 6 p.m. Eastern time, ages and stuff are off, partying, taking time with their family, whatever, right? So I'm like pivoting in, I'm calling stuff in Vegas. And this is just so I do the math right. And I'm going to do it. You let me know where I mess up.
That's a condo. Don't call on condos. You're calling on a condo. No condos. You need that whole facility.
No condos at all.
The HOA would have that thing negatively cash flow, and there's no appreciation over time. What's your HOA costing monthly? Scroll down.
So I put
340. It's 340. Yeah, no.
Yeah, 340.
Yeah, so dude, your mortgage on that is about 600. Taxes and insurance bring it to 750 plus 340. That brings you to $1,100. And then the rent on this probably about 1,100, 1,200. Dodge condos entirely, unless that shit's in Honolulu, Hawaii, or Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, San Diego. Maybe a penthouse in Las Vegas would do it, but I don't think. I mean, Las Vegas is kind of not the best place to be. So I would dodge both of those, but definitely take the courses because you'll know exactly what to look for.
Okay. Yeah, I took the courses. I'm just asking stupid questions.
They're
right
not
now,
bad
'cause I
questions. No bad questions. You what you are doing is you are taking action rather than having analysis paralysis. Notice how only 250 people out of 9,000 plus members are here. You're one of those 250, bro, and you're taking action. So you're doing exactly what you need to do. I applaud asking any and all questions, man. So you're doing a great job. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you one soon, man. I promise you.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
All right, bro. Thank you so much.
Talk soon, man. Bye-bye. Rabim, I'm happy to help, man. Happy to help. Come on up. Hi. Hey, go ahead, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got this deal. Actually, it's not a deal yet because I had to send my I sent the proof of funds and pre-approval letter to the realtor, and she just give me a minute. I want to read what she said to me. She said, she said, we have multiple offers on this, and the seller is asking that all buyers complete their due diligence ahead of time before we accept any offer with no inspection contingency. That was what she said. Right. So I went back to the group and I asked the group if this was okay, if this was something you would want, because the house was in the market for 75K. I got it for 65. I mean, I sent an offer for 65 for DSCR loan, and she went back and put that out to her client. And just tonight, I got a text email from her, and she said if I could do seller finance on the property, that the client would want seller finance. I just got an email. She said if I would consider seller finance on the property, and it's at Birmingham. It's a 75K house. It's 3 beds, 2 baths. I looked at the comps for rent on Zestimate. It's 100 and 1,200, 1,500, I guess.
Can I get the address?
Yeah, I can send you address, by the way.
Yeah, DM me the address. We'll get you. That's very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate.
I sent you a request on Discord, but you haven't, accepted it yet. So I'm not sure I'm gonna get you the address. So I should send it on the
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just accepted it, or it literally won't let me accept it. But I just waved at you. Is it not letting you DM me?
I'm gonna check it out. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I'm clicking accept. Nothing happens. I don't know why. Sorry. Guys, I do have to go hard stop at 4:30. Hard stop at 4:30 today. Oh, where did he go? Where did that guy go? Can you sell my Detroit deal? Submit it to my team. Type #submit. Where did bro go? What was your name, dude? Where'd you go? What? Where'd everybody go? What's his name in the chat? E? Here, come back up.
Okay, yes, I'm back up. Sorry about that. I guess I got cut off.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just is your DM working? I just texted you.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, yeah, I guess it's working. Yeah. Just give it a minute. Right, I just saw you. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the address right away. Right now.
Take your time, man. I'm gonna come back to you when you have that address sent to me. Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you right away. Right now, I've got it right here.
If you can get it to me right now, we can check it out right now. I just got to keep a continuous stream of yapping.
Yeah. By the way, right now I just sent it. It's right there in your text.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you your offer for this.
All right.
And David, you can use a VPN to access Zillow from Nigeria. Okay, so as long as the interior condition is good on this property, it's for sale at 75. Yeah, honestly, here's what you could do. 75,000.
Yeah, I'm for 65, I guess.
$10,000 down. We would need to be steeper than that on a cash deal anyway. So don't do the cash. 65, 10, 75, 10K down. Let's hit him with 82 or 85. 85, 10K down, 500 per month, 6-year balloon.
I don't know if you could do this for me, but could we do this deal together? Because I don't know. This is like my fourth deal that I've tried. I mean, actually, I got one contract and the client backed out, and instead he doesn't want to go on
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
I mean, I've been here for 3 months.
Yes.
I mean, I just want to get one deal on the contract and just.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you up tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna tomorrow at 2 p.m. Remind me to bring up early riches. I'm gonna bring you up tomorrow. We'll make this offer to the realtor live. Okay.
Okay, that works for me. Oh, time's still up for sure.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What'd you say?
I said thank you so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
And then TikTok, I'm prioritizing the questions in my Discord, guys. Okay. Yeah, that is 2 p.m. Pacific time, guys. Let's talk to Rabim. Rabim, how you doing, man?
Great, Richard. How are you?
I'm well. Let's go quick. I got a hard cutoff in 15 minutes, and we still got to do the wheel spin. So is it the one that you sent me in Macon, Georgia? I see 2 deals.
Yes. Please don't say anything about the deals because I don't want people to steal them.
Okay.
One is in really bad shape, but the seller only wants seller finance, so that's good.
Is it the one in Georgia or the first one you sent me?
I think it's the second one. I don't know. I have to look. I think it's the second one.
Is it the one in Macon or is it the one elsewhere?
The second one I sent you is the bad one.
Okay.
I offered 44K for one on seller finance and the other one like 94 or 96K.
I don't think we can seller finance this one, man. This thing's destroyed.
Okay.
So that's really hard to seller finance. Like the exterior alone it looks like it's lopsided almost. So yeah, honestly, I don't even know if there's a deal to be done on that house. You'd probably have to get this thing for like 10K. And then the second one you're getting, yeah, we could seller finance the second one for sure.
Okay, I did the contracts really bad, and he's like, "Oh, please edit all your mistakes."
Why don't you use his contract?
Well, the problem is if I use another person, the realtor's contract, one dumbass realtor, excuse my language, he forgot to put the EMDs due after inspection, and then he told me, "Oh, I'm gonna send the cancellation agreements. I'm gonna send us cancellation agreements," and he never did. So
it's okay. That's okay. It's just one realtor. The next realtor will probably do it right. Just get on their back. They send you a contract that doesn't represent what you told them. Just say, hey, go ahead and change this for me. So let's use his contract.
Okay, but he has to present it to the offer. He has to present the offers to his seller, and he told me he'll get back to me. So
okay, yeah, that's okay.
So I'll call him tomorrow and see what he says.
Yeah, I would say that'd be a great idea. Make sure to ask about the condition because I will say, while it's probably going to need about 10, 15,000. So I might offer this guy maybe only $7,500 down, understanding that it's going to need a rehab.
For which one? The first one or the second one? The good one.
The one that is in really bad condition, I don't think there's any type of deal we could do on that. The second one in Macon, Georgia, you could seller finance it, but probably keep your down payment close to $7,500 down because it's going to need some work.
Okay, yeah. I'll contact him tomorrow and we'll go from there. Thank you so much for your time, Richard.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you, Rob.
Likewise.
Bye. User with a WRX.
Hey, what's going on, Richard? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not too bad. I just have two quick concerns about the property I just sent at the dispo yesterday. I sent you
Absolutely.
the pictures and in your in your DMs. So it is occupied, making 1,600 a month. But he did tell me that I guess he had an inspection done on it, and in the back stairwell is I guess it had a roof leak and it's already been repaired, but they never got around to doing the drywall. Do you think that's gonna kill the deal with that the drywall damage?
No, drywall is cheap as hell, man. But cash deal. They don't really want to rehab, but if they're occupied, it's not too bad. Occupied or vacant?
It's occupied. It's bringing in 1,600 a month, 800 both sides. It's a duplex.
Your cash on cash going to be through the roof, but
Yeah, I think it was like 40% before assignment or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
They don't love to rehab, man. They don't love to rehab, but
that was my concern.
But and then that roof too. Ugh, that's where we see these deals dying, guys. We see these deals dying in condition, but not necessarily though. Not necessarily because it looks clean as hell. So do you have a photo of it? Do you know? Can you say one more time what it needs? You said something drywall. Is it like down to the studs?
So I sent you a picture of it, but he didn't show in-depth pictures. I guess the inspector took like just a wide range photo of what it looked like.
Oh shit! That's not a drywall problem, man. That's a leak.
Yeah, It was like I said, he had a roof leak, and they got around. They fixed the roof, but they never got around to fixing the wall damage, roof damage.
And does it still look like that?
I believe so. That's a back stairwell. I guess that.
Ooh, okay. So here's the thing, man. You have to rip into the wood here. So that the reason they didn't fix the drywall is because fixing the drywall isn't what it would need. This is the photo, guys. So check this out, guys. This is the photo. You see how that wood in there is really dark in the center? That's still wet, man. That's still or if it's not wet anymore, it was damp in there for a while and it like so I had a leak in my house, this house, and we had to dig through it through the drywall and through the studs to do that. So that is I would renegotiate now. I wouldn't let it go to inspection. I actually don't want my buyers to inspect that because they would that would we got to renegotiate that now.
When I sent that in, it was he sent me that after I submitted everything in, and when the person reached out to me through the dispo team, I sent that photo to them and kind of let them know what he sent me on that.
Could you please message my team and say, hey, please don't schedule an inspection on this? Because we've been scheduling inspections for a lot of your guys' deals, and it's $400 for every inspection and $500 sometimes. And when it comes back negative, we just have to eat the loss. So guys, it is expensive to inspect, and we'll have our buyers pay for that. But it starts to put a bad taste in their mouth when we inspect over and over and over again. And it's like, that's cooked, that's cooked, that's cooked, that's cooked. So please send them a message and be like, hey, I'm going to renegotiate this. I don't know where to get this, man. I don't know. It's like too nice for a fix and flip, but it's also, it's a duplex.
Yeah, it's a duplex. Yep. It's a back, like I said, that's a back stairwell that leads into.
Maybe I'll buy it. Wait, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll buy it.
Yeah, like I said, the interior, everything is very, very nice.
Oh, wait, but you got tenants in place. So here's the thing. I might buy this if we didn't have tenants in place. Is it a month-to-month or year-long lease?
No, he still has leases. I don't recall how long they were, but he does. They have a lease in place for both of them.
We couldn't even renovate, even if there's tenants in there. So here's the thing. I don't know. If I sent my buyers to this, they'd be like, hey, we need to fix that, but we can't fix it because we got tenants in place. However, if this were vacant and you got this at 70, bro, I bet your ARV is like 130, 140. And I feel like that fix is probably only going to be like $8,000 to $10,000. Like it'll be hefty, but it's not that bad. And then, the siding is brick too. Like I would flip something like this if it were vacant. But honestly, I would try to convert to creative finance on this because somebody could be okay with that on creative terms, but I don't think they'd be okay with it buying it normally. And if the lender inspected it too, the lender would decline it. Do you remember my conversation with my lender earlier in this live stream where they said we have to get it appraised and it has to be considered completed to finish the sale?
Yes.
That's what would happen on this one too.
Okay. Yeah, he's got some family stuff going on. I guess mid of next April, he's going to be leaving in the state, so he's kind of just trying to offload it.
Say, hey, I submitted the photo to my lender. Parentheses. The drywall. They're not agreeing that it's just drywall. We'd have to dig into the wall and fix all the dry/wet rot. And it may be into the studs. I would likely need this fixed to get approved on the loan. However, I could seller finance at 100K. My lender just won't approve me given this rehab. It would be a different type of loan. Hard money for a fix and flip given this leak issue. But man, dude, that price would be great if it were vacant. So if there was a way to get those tenants out of the property, that could be cool. But hey, I really got to go. I'm almost out of time. Oh shit, I just realized the time. I gotta go. But that's your message. I wrote you a message to send to him.
Thank you. I got it.
Yeah. Sammy, what's going on, man?
Hey, Richard, I just DM'd you.
Cool.
Did you get it?
One in St. Louis?
It's it's an off-market fix and flip in St. Louis. Me and the agent can't get to we can't agree on what the ARV would be. I was wondering if you could just take a look and see. At the bottom of all the stuff I sent you is the link of the information about the property. You'll see his comps as well, they're different than mine.
Okay,
I've attached my comps.
I'm checking.
Sorry, this is at the nick of time. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Comps, nearby listings. It's a non-disclosure market, so none of your comps are visible, but on PropStream, is this a duplex? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what your ARV is. Here's why. I actually have no idea. That's a great question. This is a very good question as to what your ARV might be. So it's off market. Nobody can get in contact with them, but look at this. Here's the property. I try not to share the address, but these are all single families. See these comps, 270, 210, 195, 155, 183, all single families. Can't comp single with multi. Doesn't work super well. Probably the only thing that we could do here would be just to look at what's for sale in the area. And man, honestly, a lot of these houses are for sale above 200K. It seems reasonable that this thing would sell for 200, but it would have to sell at the 200 for a retail buyer. And the reason it would have to sell to 200 for a retail buyer is the cash flow would be a challenge at 200 for one of our buyers. I wish I could tell you more about it, but if you click for sold here, look, dots. And if you go to PropStream, single families. So actually your only way to comp it is to look at the realtor's comps and then to look at what's for sale directly surrounding the property and see if there's any interest based on the saves and days on market. Kind of a hard one to comp, man.
Fair enough.
Sorry, it's just a non-disclosure. So like let's say this is the property. Like let's say it's right here. You're going to want to look at these properties around it, but not just looking at them. You're going to want to gauge the interest. You might even want to call the realtor and ask how many people have liked it. So this thing's a flip. This is a single family though, and it's been there for 49 days with 41 saves. Low interest on that single family, but that's how you'd comp it. It's kind of a hard one to comp.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk soon. Guys, can I give away a 30-minute one-on-one? How do we feel about that? Mike, I texted her. I don't have any response, man. I've texted her 3 times. I'm gonna give away a 30-minute one-on-one. So anytime you guys want to meet with me, I'll just give away 30 minutes of my time. Okay. I don't have time to spin the wheels, so we're gonna do a yes or no question. So this is gonna be yes or we're gonna do a yes or no question. We never really do that, but actually not a yes or no. Not a yes or no. Sorry. It's gonna be it's gonna be pretty close though. I'm gonna write down so it's gonna be a number. The answer will be a number. I have my number written down on my phone. Okay? I have the number written down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. If a house is Okay, yeah, do that. Go ahead. It's not guess a random number, guys. It's a word question. It says if a house is a 30% cash on cash return at list price and is listed for 140, what's the max you can offer? The answer on my phone is 120,000. So the question is, if a house cash flows exactly where we need it to cash flow at its asking price, what's the max we could offer? If it's listed at 140, probably max 120 is what we could offer. It's only a $20,000 discount. It's a very small discount, but that's the minimum discount that we can do. So whoever put 120 first wins. I see 12,000. I don't think I can take 12,000. 78, 105, 6. Come on. Y'all know this. I'll take 120. I'm going to take 120. Drake, I'm going to take 120 from you. Damn, that one really messed people up. Drake, here's how this is going to work, man. My cell phone number is in your DMs right now. Shoot me a phone number and I'm going to add you to my phone as your name plus one-on-one so that we can do that whenever you want, okay?
And I believe I have your cell phone number.
Okay, cool. Will you shoot me a text really quick just so that I can
Yep.
Yeah, guys, here's the question one more time. If a house is listed at 140 and cash flows where our buyers need it to cash flow at 140, what's the most we can offer on it? The answer is 120. Because even if you offer 125 on it, then we send it to the buyer at 130, and then the buyer's like, bro, it's listed at 140 and I'm paying 130 and it's been there for 60 days. Why am I doing that? I could have gotten that myself. Whereas if we send it to the buyer at 124.9, it's like, okay, yeah, you've got me a little bit of a discount. I guess I'll pull the trigger because it meets my return. So I just don't want to put the idea in the buyer's head that, hey, you're overpaying for a property, or you could get this yourself. You don't need us. We still need to provide value. He said 120. Yes, the answer is 120K. I'm accepting 120 because I don't think he meant $120, right? There's what 120 bucks for a house. Anyways, Drake, I gotta head out, so let me
Yep, I just sent it.
Perfect. Okay, whenever you want on one-on-one, text or call me. I've got you saved in my chat as Drake 1-on-1, okay?
Yep.
All right, bye-bye. See you guys. I gotta go.